Hi everyone. My name is Jerry Wise, and I've been working with folks for 45 years to help them get their dysfunctional and narcissistic families out of them. And today I want to talk about narcissistic families, gaslighting phrases they use to manipulate your reality. Narcissistic parents and family members often use gaslighting as a tool to manipulate and to try to get you to discount your own reality and perception of reality. Recognizing these gaslighting phrases is crucial for maintaining your mental health and autonomy. Because again, as you may have realized, for those of you who grew up in narcissistic families, we end up feeling like we're wrong or we're crazy because they are so adamant about their distortion and their gaslighting. And so we go, well, did I remember that right? Was that correct? Then I start the self-doubt, and it becomes a bigger problem. The other difficulty with gaslighting, which I'm going to talk more about at the end of the video, is the importance of standing strong in light of gaslighting. In other words, I want to learn to be able to hold on to my reality without arguing or trying to change them. I want to just have my reality, have my understanding. If they want to think the moon is made of green cheese, they have that freedom to do that. And I'll talk about that later. Here are some common gaslighting phrases used in narcissistic families and other dysfunctional families. And here's maybe some strategies to cope with them as well towards the end. You're just too sensitive. And you've probably heard most of these. You're just too sensitive. I realized I slashed all your tires and beat your car with a sledgehammer, and you're upset about it, but you're just too sensitive. Do you see the gaslighting of, this was horrible, what are you doing? And then they go, oh, you're just too upset because you're so sensitive. And again, it minimizes your feelings and makes you doubt your emotional responses. It's like, I don't know that I've ever said to anyone, you're just too sensitive, unless I meant it in a positive way, but I wouldn't say it in a negative way. And because it is a minimization, it's not what I've done, it's the way you are that's a problem, not with what I'm doing or what I'm thinking or not thinking, or falsely remembering, or falsely misremembering. That's not the problem. The problem is your overreactivity. Second, another phrase is, well, I'm your mother. I'm your father. I'm your sister. Well, remember, I'm your pastor. Whenever someone needs to appeal to authority like that, they do that to deplete your power and enforce obedience, making you feel obligated to comply regardless of your feelings and your reality. Well, I'm your mother. Well, I'm your father. Well, I don't know. I'm a father too. Then I should have equal power here. It's illogical, but it does appeal to authority, again, so that you will obey and comply. Thirdly, that never happened, Jerry. That never happened. No, that didn't happen. Again, it makes you question your memory and your perceptions of events. Fourthly, you're just imagining things. Why are you just making all this stuff up? You're just imagining things. And again, it undermines your reality and your intuition. And also your memory as well. You're just imagining these things. You must not see things the way things really are. Fifthly, stop being so dramatic. And I use these extreme examples. Okay, I cut off your hand, and now you're all screaming and upset. Well, just stop being so dramatic. They're minimizing what they did and the impact that could have on someone else, and just go, oh, just get over yourself. And again, stop being so dramatic dismisses your concerns and labels you as overreactive. It can't be anything they're doing or anything they've caused. It's just you're the one that's just way too upset. Number 6, you're crazy. That directly attacks your mental stability and self-esteem. And again, whenever somebody calls me crazy, I go, in some ways I probably am, but not about this. I'm going to stand firm on my reality. That you can call me crazy all you want. Well, Jerry, you're just stupid. Well, sometimes I probably am, but not right now, or not in this instance. Number 7, I never said that. Again, the impact is they just deny their own words, causing confusion and self-doubt. I never said that. I don't know why I would make that up. And obviously you don't remember it, but I do remember it. And yes, you did say that. But you're free to believe that you didn't. But I'm not backing down, if you notice. It's still my reality. I know they said that. 8, everyone agrees with me, Jerry. The impact of that creates a false consensus to their behavior, making you second guess your responses. Well, everybody's on my side. This is the way everybody thinks. Everybody in the family knows you're a problem. Really? Interesting. Well, I'll bet they know I'm a problem to different degrees based on the person. I'm not going to buy the fact that everybody agrees with them. And again, if I have to use that language to try to change someone, in many ways, I'm trying to manipulate. Number 9. Oh, the classic, you are just overreacting. Would you just settle down and just stop acting like a child and stop overreacting? The impact is it just diminishes your reaction to their behavior or choices, again, making you second guess your responses. Like, well, it sure did feel hurtful. It sure did feel painful. It sure did feel shaming, and so I'm not overreacting. Even to say calmly to someone, I would rather you not shame me right now. Oh, you're just overreacting. Well, what has that got to do with you shaming me? Might be an answer. Because again, they're trying to focus a different direction so that you won't focus on their behavior. They're going to focus on your overreaction, which you may not be overreacting at all. It may be an appropriate reaction. Number 10, why are you making things up? This is all fake. I don't remember doing that. You say you felt abused when you were a kid and that I abused you using a wooden spoon or who knows what. That you're just making those things up. Your father never did that. Again, the impact is it accuses you of lying and further distorting reality. When actuality, that's what happened, and you remember that very vividly. Certainly, if I am unsure, I will tell someone I am not sure. But when I know that I know that I know, then, I don't know why you would think I'm making things up other than you don't want to deal with it, which I understand. And again, I might respond to them in a way of embracing what they say while self-differentiating. There may be times I may make things up. That has happened in my life, but not in this instance. Mom or dad or whoever, sister or brother, whoever I'm talking to, but not in this instance. We all can make things up, but that doesn't mean I'm making things up right now. And so I'm not going to go along with your perception of reality or what you think happened. I know this is my reality of what I know happened when I was growing up. Number 11, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. What's wrong with you? The impact is it deflects responsibility and makes you question your sense of humor and your boundaries. Well, you can't even take a joke. Well, when someone brings up something that is shaming when you were a child, and they make that point to kind of level you down or to put you down, and then they laugh about it and want everyone to laugh at you, and you feel rather uncomfortable about that, then again, oh, it was just a funny thing I wanted to share. Is it okay if I share some funny things that you have done that you may not find funny, but I do? I wouldn't want to do that as an adult. And again, you cover it with, I didn't mean that. It was just a joke. Well, the problem is, mom, dad, whoever I'm talking about, co-worker, whatever it is, the problem is I wasn't a part of the joke. I wasn't in on it. So you were having a joke on me. And that's not humor. That's not kind and caring humor that we can laugh about, because we're all laughing about it. So you might want to remember that about humor, because I wasn't in on it. And please stop that. Number 12, you could never keep things straight. Again, appealing back to, I know better, I know you better than you know you. And the impact is you question yourself, well, maybe I don't always keep things straight. Maybe they're right. No, they're using that so they don't have to take responsibility. And again, if you never could keep things straight, well, there have been times that I haven't kept things straight, but not in this instance. And then I'm firm about that. So what are some tips? And I gave you some examples of responses that could be done. Self-differentiation responses, which I think are important. And a lot of these responses I train and talk about in the online program I have, Road to Self. I would strongly recommend you sign up for the program. I don't think you'll regret that almost 1 minute. People have been enjoying it so much and it's helped them so much. There's a lot in that program, about 45 years of my experience and teaching. What we want to do when someone's gaslighting us is to observe their gaslighting. Don't absorb it or believe it. Don't take it in emotionally. Don't take it in mentally. And if you notice in my responses, I was not absorbing their gaslighting. I wasn't believing it and I wasn't absorbing it. And I was able to stand firm with my reality. And I train and talk about that in the program. Second of all, I want to see gaslighting as just Coca-Cola talk. In other words, when they said, well, I never said that, or you're just crazy, or, that never happened, that's just Coca-Cola talk. When I think of Coca-Cola talk, I think of them calling me a Coca-Cola, which is irrational, and I'm to get upset over that? Why am I upset when they said that never happened? That's nonsensical. It's irrational. You know it happened. Why am I upset when they say it never happened? That's irrational. And I try to not let irrational things upset me. And so we want to see how they communicate as that kind of crazy talk. Thirdly, focus on self-trust versus other trust. Trusting your reality, even if others deny or dismiss it. And when I remember working on getting stronger in that area, I realized I can make a mistake. I can apologize that I had it wrong. That's no problem. But I'm not going to stand in the no man's land of non-commitment about my reality. I'm going to hold to my reality unless I see it's wrong or there's an error, and then I'll make amends or make it right. So I'm going to hold on to my reality, not your reality. And especially for narcissistic families and parents, stop trusting their knowing. Begin to trust your knowing. Hey, I want to thank you for watching today. I hope you'll subscribe, join, like this video, please. Join the online program. You will not regret it. And I hope you have a great day and be wise.